You're looking at a daily chart of Celsius, and today was kind of a sleepy day. I'm going to go through on my daily review. I'm going to go through stocks that are just pulling back to the moving averages. In the second half, I'm going to go through stocks showing strength. It's kind of strange because the market, is said to look ahead 6, 9, 12 months, except on days where there's Fed minutes, and then look back 3 weeks to whatever the Fed said. And who really cares what those clowns are saying? It's really getting ridiculous. Today, like I said, was kind of a sleepy day. So I just kind of was observing. There's only one stock that I bought, and I'll get to that in a minute. But stocks that are pulling back, I embrace pullbacks. The market's not going to go up every day. Your stock is not going to go up every day. So when they pull back, that gives you an opportunity. This is Celsius, which had a power earnings gap, and now it's just kind of forming a shelf, pulled back to its 10 and found support. And that's what you want to see here. Is it pulled back to its 10 EMA. It actually traded a little bit below it. Yeah, 126 was the low and closed at 131. So that's a $5 bounce. So not bad for Celsius. And that's just what I'm looking for when, we're having a week, a couple of sessions here and the NASDAQ's pulling back. ACLS Technologies, this is a semiconductor equipment stock, and this one pulled back. We've had this on our watch list and ready list for a little bit here as it ran through its 50. And now today it pulled back to its 10 EMA, which was, roughly around 136 and change. And you could see it went down to 136.53 and then bounced, closed at 141. So that's a nice $5 bounce. But in after hours, with the NVDA report, this one's looks like it's going to get away from us if you didn't buy that pullback. That one's going to be gone, but that's the way it goes in the market because the semiconductor stocks will be on fire tomorrow. This is Novo Nordisk, which is pulling back. This is, stocks are going to do this, pull back to the 50, just mechanically. I mean, that's what they do. They're not going to go up all the time. This was on news that Pfizer has some drug to compete, but like I say, NVO's problem is not demand, it's supply. They curtailed supply to make sure that the people are on their Ozempic or Wegovy have enough to complete their program. So they're going to come out with an announcement soon to say they increase supply and the stock's going to jump. So this is doing nothing wrong. These numbers are tremendous. The stock is fine. It's just I would say that as an opportunity here. I'm going to watch to see if this one bounces here in the next couple of days. So, you know what? I'm going to take a look at a couple of other stocks here that pull back and have some noise after hours. This is ELF. This one pulled back to its 50. It had this nice big run, then it had the low volume kind of pullback here, just gentle, mild pullback. Today they reported blowout earnings and up another 11% after hours to 95. I would say that high of a 97 is in jeopardy here fairly soon. That was a beautiful report from ELF today. Another one is Hubs, which has been showing a lot of strength, but pull back to its 10, just giving you these little chances here, at the 10. That's not going to give you much. And then looks at after hours for, up another $4. So you got to be quick on some of these. ASML, another one on our watch list. This one pulled back to its 21 today, and now it looks like it's going to jump with the semiconductor stocks tomorrow. Wing, let's go to the restaurant stocks. Wingstop, pull back to the 21, found support. That's what you want to see. Chipotle, pull back to its 10, and we'll see if it's going to bounce tomorrow. Let me see. EXAS, this is a biotech stock. Pull back to its 10 today after a gapping higher. And that one looks strong. A couple of the retail stocks, Dick's Sporting Goods reported a strong quarter and just sold off. All a company can do is report their numbers. And, like I say, this is just kind of a mechanical trade down to the 200. This company's doing nothing wrong. It's just retail's out of favor now. This will change too. I mean, you might look back in 3 or 4 months and say, wow, that was a buying opportunity at the 200. We'll just have to wait and see how these play out. CROX is another one that's getting super cheap. This one, they raised year guidance, but nobody cares. It just comes down to the 200, which kind of coincides with this 104 number back here. I would say if it gets below 100, I'm going to be looking to make a purchase here. Okay, let's take a look at some of the stocks showing relative strength. Palo Alto Networks. This is a move that's not to be ignored. They reported strong earnings, had a good response to the earnings, up nearly 8% with nearly 400% above average daily volume. So that one looks good. And then its running mate is CrowdStrike. Is another one that this one was on our watch list at 140 here. It's starting to get away from us here, and it's over 150 after hours. Zscaler, same thing. And this one's below the 200 though, which is quite different from CrowdStrike, which is above the 200. You can see the difference there. So CrowdStrike's a little bit stronger. GLBE, this is the one that I bought today because it pulled back to its 10. Had a good earnings report, strong sales, and pulled back 2 days. The selling was getting 2 days of selling, and then today traded down to its 10 and started to bounce. So that's why I bought that one. So just to for full disclosure. Okay, now ACAD is another one showing strength. This one is definitely on the heat list. Just keeps going up every day, and this is one of these biotech stocks that just showing a lot of strength. Now I must get to the semiconductor stocks because it's all about NVIDIA. After hours, trading up here at 380, an all-time high, what, $75? I don't know how many times they mentioned AI in their conference call. It hasn't started yet, by the way, but it'll start soon here, and AI is up 10%. On the report as well. Some other pen action stocks here that you might want to take a look at is AMD. This one's jumping 8%. SMCI, which is a hardware stock that uses NVIDIA chips. This one's up 182 now. Nice move for Supermicro. MRVL is another one that's going to benefit. So tomorrow looks real strong for the semiconductors. RMBS is another one. Yep, 61, going to trade it in a new high tomorrow. And AVGO, we had this on our watch list at what, 630 last week or the week before, and now it's near 700. And so the semiconductors are going to jump tomorrow on the NVIDIA report, and they should, because that was a strong report. That's a really large company. And so congrats to the longs there, and it should be a much better day tomorrow. Anyway, we never give up.